Hi guys. Were you expecting our drop from there? Of course you weren't. That's the power of having some superpowers, right? Do you guys want to know how I did this? You want me to show you how I did this? Alright, so how about you hop into the studios while I show you. So see you in the studios, guys. Alright, welcome to my studios. If you followed me here, it means that you're really interested in knowing how I did that. And I'm not going to be showing you in a minute. But first of all, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing with us and liking our video. Please just click on the like button so that more people will get to see it. Don't worry, you're going to like it, even if you haven't watched it yet. You're going to like it. To create this kind of effect, the first thing you want to do is to lock your camera. Have your camera on a tripod, position it and lock it, right? Then the next thing is you do your performance. You jump like a superhero. Like you see right here, I just lifted and landed like a superhero. And when you're lifting, make sure you jump high enough for there to be a visible lift off the ground. It's very critical and you will see why in a minute. And when you're done with your performance, the next thing is to shoot a clean sheet. A clean sheet is actually a shot without your character or your talent, just the background, alright? Very critical. Record a clean sheet for some time, and then as important, just as important, is quietly tilting up to the sky. And the reason for that is so that we'll be able to reverse it from up down in edit. When it's tilted to the sky, leave it for like say 10 seconds before you cut. It's going to be very critical to what we're going to do. For me, I had to do multiple takes just to make sure that I get it right. Okay, because oftentimes when we record these sort of things and we go into edit, we just discover that there were things we didn't get right, and some things probably overlapped, and this is not the sort of thing you want to get. So you want to get enough shots so that you have a lot of variety to pick from. And that's basically all we need as regards to shoot. Once you follow these important steps, very simple, then we are good to go. The next is to take it into our computer for some editing. In Premiere Pro, the first thing you want to do is select your tilt up shot, drag it into the timeline, right click on it, select speed duration and reverse the speed. What this does is that it reverses it, it turns it from down up to up down. The next thing is you drop the footage of yourself landing into the timeline. Then select the point where you are just about to land but you're still in the air, right click on it and select add frame hold. What this does is to freeze the frame and automatically turns it into a picture, and then you drag it backwards. Select the freeze frame, take your masking tool and begin to mask around yourself or your subject. This can take a bit of time, but it's important you go through the process. Now that you're done masking, you would notice that it has cut the background out. So it is now the clean sheet that you tilted up into the sky that eventually reversed down, that is the background, which is the idea. Now it's time to animate this freeze frame back into the sky. So what you do is you use the position and the scale tools to make this animation work. I then downloaded an Energy Ball stock footage and placed it in the sky to just spice it up, since I was going to be dropping from there. I converted the mode to screen and it worked for me pretty well. I wanted to make the place quake a bit as soon as I dropped, just to give it that additional flavor. But I couldn't do it on Premiere Pro. I had to export it and send it to After Effects. In After Effects, I used the wiggle effect. To create this, I had to write an expression. Wiggle, open brackets, I put in the values and closed the bracket. I kept tweaking the values until I got the desired effect. Now back in Premiere Pro. Now the final stage is sound design. Trust me guys, visual effect is nothing without a proper sound design. That is actually what gives it that effect. Sound design is very critical. So I went ahead to download various sound effects that would make my effect quite realistic and spice it up. And this is what the final work looks like. So that was basically how we created this effect. You see, it didn't really take much time, but you can see that that effect worked pretty well. Even the other part when I lifted off the ground after speaking is the same rule that applied. As soon as I jumped, I froze the frame and maxed myself out and then lifted. Basically that. So I hope you have been inspired by this and you have learned one or two things. Please help me like, subscribe and share this video with your friends and family. See you next week when I'll be bringing you another amazing video tutorials. Guys, and until then, don't forget to be creative, think creatively and have fun while at it. My name is Sammy Joe and have a wonderful, wonderful time.